It has so many interesting features that you don't necessarily find in most delay plugins. What's up everyone, and welcome back to the channel. I hope everyone's staying safe during these difficult times, and to make things a bit easier on us, the good people at Baby Audio put out an amazing delay unit that I want to try out on a snare today. And this is quite an unusual delay in the sense that it has many features that normal delay units don't. So I won't necessarily go into what every one of these does, opting instead to utilize it on a snare head just so you can actually hear it in action rather than going through a lot of lengthy explanation about what each knob does. That's information you can find on the in the manual. So as you can see, the interface isn't that cluttered. It's mainly divided into shaper, flavor, stereo, and output, and these things kind of do exactly what it says on the box. You can change the tone of your delay by messing with these, and it does come equipped with quite a few presets, but I won't go through them. What I'll do is literally just put it on the snare track of a song that I recently put out, and what's gonna happen is I'm gonna put it on kind of a 25%-ish mix, just so you can hear it as if it were an insert. I'm not going to use this as a send, and you'll just hear it in action to see what it does and why it's just a bit different to other delay units. So this is the actual song we have to work with today. And I'm gonna just solo the drums, just the elements that we're focusing on. I'm gonna leave the kick in, even though the snare is kind of the main element of this video. And let's hear the default setting. It is on 1/4, and I'm probably gonna use it much quicker than that. But let's just listen to what it does with the default. It's pretty long, so let's try 1/8. I might actually go for 1/16 to kind of get that almost Muse vibe on the snare. I like that. And what I'm going to do is also use the Widener to make it from a mono, which it is now, to a wide delay. But I'm not using the Pong. I'm just using the stereo feature here just to literally stereoize the delays. It's probably too much high end. So this sustain knob is quite interesting because it almost acts like a feedback knob, but it's only for the shape of the delay itself. It's quite interesting. And I am using the demo version, which is why the signal cuts out frequently. Let's see what we can do with the Flavour Knobs. This sauce knob is quite interesting just because it adds a reverb, but it does also have some pre-delay, and it sounds like a hall, like a distant hall algorithm in there, but it's quite nice in conjunction with the actual delay. Let's have a listen to that again. And if you set the delay as a mono delay in conjunction with the sauce reverb, it does something quite interesting, almost a dubby to the delay sound. Let's try the ping pong as well. This is a fantastic delay, and as I said at the beginning, it has so many interesting features that you don't necessarily find in most delay plugins. So it is quite a good tool to have in your arsenal when it comes to delay VSTs, just because it can do a lot of stuff that you might need other plugins stacked on top of it to get a similar effect. And one more thing I want to check with this is what the performance meter says. So I have it on the snare bus. The snare doesn't have anything else running on it. So what you'll see in the CPU use is just the delay itself. So let's see what it does. So it maxes out at around 2.8%, which isn't that bad for a delay, especially with all of these settings set to stun. So I highly recommend you give this a go. Its introductory price, I think it's at $29 now, which for what it can do is a steal. And also it's quite a new company, and I think Baby Audio deserves some love now, especially for putting this out. They also have the newer style compression plugin and the VHS plugin, which is kind of a filter type plugin that you can add on, especially on the mix bus. I found that it does something to the sound that is retro, but at the same time it has a modern tinge. So give this a whirl. Let me know if you've used it and what you used it on, and in the comments below tell me what you plan on using it. So I think I'm gonna do a lot of stuff with this when it comes to percussion. I really like the way it pans things, and also the wide button actually makes it sound super wide, because you get delay plugins that even if you do use that CLA trick where one side is the speed of one side is slightly different than the other one, it's still not wide enough. But this one is wide, sounds massive. So thanks again for watching, and see you next time. Thanks a lot for watching the video until the end. I really do hope you got something out of it. And if you did enjoy it, if you did get any value out of it, please let me know in the comments below. And consider subscribing to the channel, share the video, like it, all that jazz. And I hope to see you next time. Thanks.